John Heisel here. Greetings, everyone. So this is a great assignment, Eric. You put us all on the spot here. Um, so I'm going to take 10 minutes or less and go over the online instructor certification course, which is the one I want to preview. And I will flail around in D2L a little bit because I have not loaded it already, but here it is. Okay. So real quick, I know some folks are concerned about sharing, not sharing students' grades, so I just wanted to give you guys a little tech tip. If you go in and impersonate the demo student by going to your class list and then go down to your demo student and just impersonate, it'll load your course up in student view. And you don't have to worry about, you won't be able to share grades or anything. So anyway, that's how I will give a tour of this course. This is the online instructor certification course. Many of you guys have already been through this, but I'm using this as the class I'm demoing. I'm the coordinator of this class, and I actually teach the third week of this session, which I'll do a bit of a demo on. But anyway, let's jump into it. So I'm not going to go into really the overview of the course. We use news items a lot in this course, basically to announce each week. I'll just jump to the intro one. So yes, and let's see. These are all the news items. And for those of you that aren't familiar with this course, this is the prerequisite course to get certified for online instructor certification. So anyway, that's what it is. We have a welcome message from Tammy Verkateren, our dean. Just goes in and also have a 5-minute overview of the course to get you started. This has always worked really well. Just getting a launch and personalizing it. As a facilitator, I really use images as much as possible. And going through and just linking everything together. What else? The little screencast goes in, and I just basically talk about, yay, there it is, and just how to actually participate in the course. So let me go back. Oh, it kicked me out. So I think I can just go back here. And hey, all right. So I am not going to redo this screencast, but as you can see, I have gone into. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yes, I got kicked out, but that was the news item, which is the intro, and then each week we have news items that give summaries of what's going on each week. So yes, and basically let me jump to the student view. I was showing you the intro one, talking about what to expect for the course. Overview often put contact information. Basically, when the students first log into the course, how do they, what should they do first, and making that really clear. And I'm jumping all over the place a little bit, but yes. So anyway, that's, and then Bill basically did the same thing. Gave a, yes, an introduction, and let me show you the news item I did for my week. So I'm really into just steps 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put, hi everyone, here's expectations for each week, and each one of these are a link to that particular assignment. So the first step was, and this was week 3, right? So I'm just going to focus on this. I had them do a technology survey, which go through and basically is just a generic technology survey where they would tell us about their competency with technologies. It's really interesting. I asked some questions about it. It's anonymous, but gave information about demographics and the types of smartphone they have, etc., etc. So that was actually really helpful. I think moving forward, I'd like to do this earlier because it really helps, at least me as a facilitator, to know the audience. VoiceThread, we did that, so that was the step 2 part. And then the part 3, we did a group discussion, and then we had a weekly reflection. So one thing we did this last semester is we actually did an estimate on how to spend, our suggestions on how to spend your time that week. So that was really interesting for me as an instructor to go through that process, and I found it, found myself cutting material for the course. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with all the content of it, and I've got tracking my little timer here. I've got 3 minutes to hopefully not bore you, but give you an overview of what we're doing in this course, or what I was doing with my week, and how I did it, and some on what I think is online teaching. So, and just as part of the repetition, I also put the descriptions for what to do each week in the description on the week 3 content module. So you can see it here, and then all the instructions. Yeah, and that survey right there is, oh man, I can't see it as the demo student, but that was a survey we just built into D2L to add the questions. Let me just show you real quick the voice thread. So Eric asked the question, what is online teaching? And I talked about this in my discussion post last week. I think if I was going to sum up my philosophy on online teaching, it's really multiple modalities. And I'm sure, hopefully, this is not, you guys aren't like, oh my gosh, look at all those apps. But I really like this one, VoiceThread. And I think with online teaching, there's so many opportunities here. If you can at least pick one of these, and my philosophy is to keep more in this create, evaluate, analyze part of, this is Bloom's taxonomy, if you will, thinking about higher order thinking skills, and just thinking about collaboration, interaction, the things that I really like about face-to-face teaching that I want to get out of online teaching. I started using VoiceThread a couple semesters ago, and this will take you into the VoiceThread we did for this course. And I've just been, I'm really scratching the surface on it. Hey, stop. It's just such a powerful tool. Like, we used it in this last class to facilitate this discussion on effective teaching and 7 good teaching principles. And the types of responses we got with people talking, and then we have this whole voice thread. So you go through and we have audio files. I mean, it can be as simple as just posting a text file. You can do it from a mobile phone, and I've just been blown away by this tool. For me as an instructor, like, I'd much rather look through these and, like, I don't know, for example, hear one of the instructors talking, and like Megan here telling about her experiences, or hear an audio file. It's like you're sitting in a room with all these people, and you can just go through this thread, and you're like totally there, and you hear the tone in their voice, et cetera, et cetera. You can have different slides. We went into Bloom's, and hear different folks. Anyway, I'm out of time. I've actually got 1 minute left. So what else? Looking at Eric's posts. Just real quick housekeeping. I know screencasts can be challenging. They definitely take a lot of practice. So if anyone needs help with putting these together, feel free to contact any of us with the instructional design team on the phone, drop by the IDCs, etc. We're happy to help out. And if you just go to the faculty learning community, it has all of our contact information on there, so we can get you going with that. What else? And that's mostly it. I mean, the goal of my week was best practices for teaching online. So that's a little bit on how I did it. Also use the discussion tool, which I could actually link to right from my week. And yeah, so people went in and actually talked. I broke folks into groups, which if you haven't done yet is really cool. I just did random groups of like 3 to 4 folks, but another powerful technique to build community. And you can get creative with it. You can even break folks into groups based on their interest groups or whatever their disciplines, something personal about them. But yeah, and then I had them basically insert examples of effective teaching. So anyway, I'll be running this course again in a couple weeks, and I'm really excited to be part of this course because it's given me lots of ideas for how we can improve our online instructor certification course. And if you guys have ideas, please let me know. And with that,